Do they charge you differently as a Dasher? Like, imagine you're using it as a customer and you're getting charged differently. Like, let's say with the device that you're using, like imagine you're getting charged more as a customer using an iPhone over an Android. That'd be kind of crazy, right? Not crazy enough for the company to have what they're calling a baseless lawsuit where they're accused of doing exactly that, charging customers more based on the device that they were using. Now, DoorDash says, let's set the record straight. DoorDash does not charge more based on the type of phone you use. Period. Calling those allegations blatantly false and frankly ridiculous. Okay, customers aren't being charged differently based on the device that they're using. Let's just take that at face value, okay? As a Dasher though, at least you can rely on a set radius, like the restaurant delivery radius. At least that's predictable. I can rely on that. You're going to hate this next part. April of 2022, on DoorDash's support page, they say each store on DoorDash has a circular delivery radius extending out from their store. So that seems pretty fixed, right? Like a circular, that's a set radius. Based on, it does vary based on their level of partnership on DoorDash. So you have basic and then a larger radius of plus and a larger radius of premier. Obviously, those last two are more expensive for the merchant. Here in 2023, it is not as set as far as a delivery radius. So now it says each merchant on DoorDash has a dynamic delivery area where customers within that range, yes, they're able to discover, et cetera, stuff from that store. Now, it still varies based on the level that they have with DoorDash Basic, Plus, and Premier. So if I'm trying to strategize as a Dasher, like some restaurants might have a farther reach and it might be available for you for orders like a further pickup. That's what that would mean, a further pickup if they have a larger delivery radius. So trying to stay busy as a Dasher, it depends on who's in that delivery radius and I guess who can see the restaurants on the customer Dasher app. At least that's got to be consistent. And of course, no, it's not. DoorDash says they consider a few factors, but not limited to efficient restaurant operations, positive customer ratings and reviews, cuisine types that match the customer preferences. You feel like if you're searching Asian cuisine, Mexican, whatever it is, that's who should pop up on the Dasher customer app, not necessarily in full at least, and consistent pricing between your store and DoorDash's menus. So the restaurants that have similar pricing to, again, the DoorDash customer app and their in-restaurant pricing is going to have higher search rankings along with the other things that we mentioned. So again, going back to you as a Dasher, it's not just like who's close to me. It's who's ranking on the customer app, who's paying more to be a plus or a premier level on DoorDash. But strictly talking about, are they paying you, the Dasher, differently? You'll be surprised on this one as well. 100%. For example, if you're new, DoorDash is going to give you different offerings than other Dashers. For instance, Top Dasher. So you'll get access on a preliminary basis just to try it to dash anytime. So you can dash in gray zones, which means it's not necessarily busy enough to do dash now. And that also helps you reserve any peak pay if it is busier with more Dashers. But it's not just new Dashers. DoorDash specifically says, quote, that promotions can vary between Dashers based on a variety of factors like, there you go, how new they are to the platform. It's in writing. This is specifically from DoorDash support. And also based on other factors like location and time of day. Now, let's make it clear. Are Dashers paid a different pay structure? Generally, to my knowledge, no. Everyone's going to get paid on this basic pay structure. Base pay, time, distance, and desirability. So if a Dasher declines it, that base pay, $2 to $10, might increase. Promotional pay, that can be variable as we just detailed there. Peak pay and challenges. And then, of course, you'll receive 100% of customer tips. That equals your total Dasher earnings. We talked about that promotional pay that we just detailed. So you might, comment down below, actually, I'm thinking about this. You might literally see, I'm assuming $2 peak pay, $1 peak pay, and might another Dasher see $3 peak pay, $3.50 peak pay, depending on what? just because you're new, or is it something else? Because going back to this, yes, it details if you're new, you might see different promotional offers, but also based on other factors like location and time of day. Now, I'm thinking the big question we need to answer, help me answer this down below in the comments, is does that literally mean if you're in a different market segment, you might see different peak pay than location? That's what they said, location, than a different market segment. That is understood. Like if I'm in segment A over here, it's offering $2 and another driver's over here in the city in submarket B, then yeah, they can have different peak pay. It's always been like that. And the same thing with time of day. Like, yeah, if I'm in market A and another driver's also in market A with me, yes, depending on the different time of day in your promotional tab, 1 to 5 p.m. might offer $2 peak pay, and then 5 to 8 p.m. might be $3 peak pay. That's always been the case, but we need to answer, okay, new Dashers, right, you get different stuff, new Dashers. But Dashers in, let's say, the same zone, that subsegment market A, will one Dasher see $2 peak pay and another Dasher see $3 peak pay in that same market segments at the same time. They're just getting completely different peak pay offers. That could be huge, and I don't remember seeing any evidence that Dashers in the same zone at the same time might see different peak pay. If so, let me know if you've seen that. Now, to review, we've seen, yes, new Dashers can get new features on an introductory basis like Top Dasher. Yes, they might see different promotional pay outright as spelled by DoorDash. That restaurants aren't treated equally. That delivery radius, which might have been circular in the past, is now more dynamic, and it's always been based on the tier level, the basic, Plus, and Premier that they have with the platform. Their visibility in the DoorDash customer app is based on, yes, consumer preferences. If I'm searching Mexican food, then those restaurants are going to pop up. But it's also based on price matching in-house versus the app and other factors as well. So the restaurants that might appear higher might get more eyes, impressions on them, more orders potentially, might be busier, and or might have a bigger delivery radius, which means those are the ones that are worth waiting by, staging by for your power strips. I'm telling you, is this stuff hard? Absolutely not. Like general delivery, like I don't even care the delivery, just food, grocery, parcel, whatever it is. It's not hard. But the algorithm adjustments in the background, there's a lot of things going on here that ultimately affect how busy you are, the pay that you're getting, the bonuses that you're getting. Let me know if it all makes sense or if there's too much going on in the background when it comes to Dasher pay.